If you're going away for spring break 2023, there are a few things that you should do to prepare yourself head to toe, especially if you're over 40. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Michelle Fox. So thanks so much for stopping by my channel, Michelle Fox Beauty. And if you're on my blog, welcome to my blog. I appreciate you stopping by here as well. I'm going to have tons of goodies in the description of the video, both on YouTube and within the blog post itself. So don't forget to look around and cash in on all the wonderful goodness there. But let's jump right in. So, when I was young, preparing for spring break pretty much meant getting a base tan and buying a new bathing suit. I was going to say a bikini, but let's be real, I never wore bikinis. But now that I'm a little older, there are different things that need to be in place in order for me to really feel my best. It's important that we look and feel good, not just for those that are looking at us, but for ourselves. And the older I get, the more I realize that I want to feel beautiful as much, if not more, for me than anybody else. And if I'm going on vacation, I want to be carefree. I want to feel confident, and I want to feel pretty. I want to feel pretty. So these are the 5 things that I do to prepare myself head to toe, and one of them is going to be a list of some survival tips, I guess, or not tips, but things that you need to pack in order to survive. Things that you want to pack that will be super helpful while you're there. Okay, so starting at number 1. So the first thing that you want to do is to exfoliate and moisturize thoroughly. Okay, so you might be in the habit of using a scrub or something in the shower, but I'm talking, let's really evaluate the situation. Okay, you want to get rid of that dry winter skin, elbows, knees, of course, your feet, but anywhere else where it might be a little bit patchy or uneven, just get that nice and smooth and moisturize all over. And here's something to think about is if you don't moisturize regularly, try doing that prior to going on vacation. If you moisturize all over every day, day in, day out for a couple of weeks, you will be amazed at how much softer and smoother your skin is. And I know that that's kind of seems like, well, no kidding, but so many of us don't bother to do that. And when your skin looks and feels amazing, you feel amazing. And I have pilaris keratosis or keratosis pilaris or however that goes. And I noticed that if I moisturize consistently, that is not an issue. So for me, that is not so much an exfoliating thing as it's a moisturizing thing. So that might be something that would be helpful for you if you deal with that as well. And sort of an offshoot of this is that I am not opposed to cellulite cream. I really do think that there's something to be said. I know that if you Google that, there will be as many people that say it doesn't work as there are that say it does. But the ingredients that you want to look for are things like caffeine, retinol, vitamin C, vitamin E, peptides. And if that's starting to sound familiar, it's similar to what we use on our face as anti aging or firming type cream. And so it would make sense that that is going to help other areas of our body look smoother and firmer. But the caffeine in particular is going to, do its magic in that area. I don't understand it. I'm not a scientist, but I know that I've used it and I've seen a difference. So, as you're doing the exfoliating, moisturizing thing, you might want to do a cellulite cream if that's something that you're interested in. Up to you. So that's the first one. The second one is to then, after you're all nice and smooth, uh, consider getting maybe a spray tan, or of course, at home, you can use any kind of a self tan option. There's foam, spray, lotion. I just heard of one that you can actually do in the shower. You put it on while you're in the shower. How I don't really get how this works exactly. I've got to learn more. But you put it on, you have to wait 3 minutes and then wash it off all while you're in the shower. Um, I don't know. I can't quite picture it. I mean, obviously you'd have to be out of the stream of the water for a few minutes, but it sounds like a good idea because it can be messy. Have you ever read that you should apply it with gloves, and you don't want to come in contact with anything for so many minutes. So you don't have to worry about any of that if you're doing that in the shower, right? But it was pricey. It was like 30 bucks or something. So I'll put the information about that in the description as well. So, but if you want to not be super pale, and if you feel more confident in your shorts and your bathing suit with a little bit of what we call color, then that is something to think about. We're exfoliating, moisturizing, possibly using cellulite cream. And now we're getting a little bit of what we call a base tan. Then you want to consider the hair situation. Everywhere that you need to shave or wax, take care of that a little bit in advance in case you have maybe some redness or some bumps or anything that you need time to calm down or soothe. And then also bring whatever is needed to maintain that while you're gone. I, in the wintertime, just kind of do the bare minimum. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to stop and think, oh, yeah, a whole lot of me is going to be exposed that has not seen the light of day in a long time. So come up with a plan for that. And it might be time to try something new. So it's fun. Life is short, and sometimes just doing a little something new is just exciting and just makes things feel a little more festive and like you got a little something to look forward to. So maybe if you've never tried a wax before, give it a try. But you want to get everything, nice and smooth and healthy looking. And I know that as your skin feels smooth, just even as you're putting on your clothes and just moving around, it just you feel more you feel sexier and you feel more attractive, and just overall you just feel and look better. So we're doing as much as we can to prep all of that in advance so that when you are on vacation you just are super confident and just feeling like your sexy beautiful best. So we're at 3. Number 4 would be to get a pedicure and manicure. That is pretty common, but I got something to add. You don't have to go somewhere to get a pedicure and manicure. You can do that at home. And also, if that is cost prohibitive, or if you don't want to do it at home, or you can't do it, I know that the older I get, the harder it is for me to do my own pedicure, and my vision's not that great, and my hands aren't that steady. But also, and then as far as cost, the gel nails and dip and that kind of thing, that can be expensive. I am a big proponent of press on nails. And they also have, I think every brand that has press on nails also has the press ons for toes, which I thought was ridiculous when I first saw that. But the closer I'm getting to vacation, I can't really call mine spring break because we're not going till April. But the closer I get, the more I think I'm going to try that, because if you're wearing sandals and your toes aren't pressing on the inside of a shoe, I think they'd stay on pretty well, and I think they would actually look pretty cool. So I'm going to try that. So you want to get manicure, pedicure, something bright and colorful, tropical, summery, sunny, something that's festive and makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. Maybe even have like little sunshine on there, or a little, how they have designs and stuff, but something to celebrate. You are going on vacation, so let's get excited about it, and let's just do things that kind of help you anticipate what's to come. And something like that lasts a while, so that's just kind of a fun thing to do for yourself. And then the fifth is, are we on 5? All right, so exfoliated, moisturized, including cellulite lotion. Then we talked about the spray tan or the tanning stuff, then the hair removal, then the pedicure, manicure. Yes, we're on number 5. So the fifth is more of a packing list, okay? There are things that more than ever before are really important that you remember to bring with you. So I'm going to suggest that you pack these in advance, that you get as many of these brand new as possible, because sometimes the longer we have them, the less effective they are. So let's go through this. Uh, it is super important that you have quality walking shoes, and that's going to be different for everybody. But I've got probably 5 different issues with my feet, and finding something that is going to support my feet and look cute and be okay for warm weather is a task. So to start early so that you can find something and you're not just settling for something. You're like, well, this is all I could find. You want to still look attractive. And I see on YouTube frequently, if you're over 40, don't wear shoes like this because, don't use Velcro and don't use this and don't because it makes you look old. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do just because of the conditions of your feet, but you can, if you have time and really look at all of your options, you can still find something that you think is attractive and cute. I don't mind Velcro. I'm sorry. I'm okay with it. Mostly because of my arthritis. But so yeah, you need some kind of shoes that are going to be comfortable and yet look flattering, and then consider the outfits that you're bringing and the places that you're going. Is that all going to flow? That happens to me a lot where I have all the right clothes and I'll bring 1 or 2 pair of shoes, and then it's time to, like, go to a fancy place for dinner, and, like, yeah, I remembered to bring a summery dress, but I don't have any shoes that are gonna work with that, and then I'm panicked. So you have to really look through your whole ensemble and make sure that you've got adequate shoes for everything, but for sure, like, an excellent pair of walking shoes. We have to consider the changes that are happening in our hair, and I've talked about that a lot, but there are protective measures that you can take. So there are actual sprays and mists that you can put on your hair to protect them that have SPF to protect your actual hair and your scalp. So just look for, I would just put an SPF hair care, something like that, as I'm Googling it, or go to Amazon. But several places, several brands offer a scalp and hair mist with SPF. And that would be a really smart idea, especially if you have colored hair, because that's going to protect the color as well. But our hair just becomes more delicate with age. We want to protect that. And then as our scalp is more exposed because our hair is getting thinner, we have to be careful of that as well. If you're going to be for sure in a pool, then I would also look for products like my shampoo and conditioner that are, combat the chlorine. Either how does that work? So I think it must be something that like cleans out the chlorine. I don't know, but I've seen stuff that is like specifically if you're going to be in a pool that you use those products. So I would consider those two things, SPF and then stuff that deals with the chlorine. All right. And then you want to make sure that you have a wide brim hat. But here's the thing. I bought a hat that I thought was super cute, and my husband hates it. So you might need to try a couple because it is hard to feel pretty when the person that you're with is kind of giving you this look like that is ridiculous. So you might need to come home with a couple options and decide which one, everybody likes the best. But definitely to keep the sun out of your eyes and away from your face, the hat is the way to go. And it's so nice. Like once you actually get in the habit of using that, it's easier to read. It just makes life so much easier. You can like put your hair up and stick it inside the top of the hat. I'm all over it, but I still have not found one that everybody likes. And it's so funny that there are certain, you'll go to a store and you'll see like tons of cover ups and hats and sandals. And then you'll think, oh my gosh, there's so much to choose from. I can't decide. And then the next time you go to get something, there's none. And that happens to me every stinking year. That happens to me with beach towels too. I'll come back to get beach towels. They're totally gone. Where are the beach towels? Oh yeah, those have been gone for 2 weeks. So get it while you can, okay? So a good cover up, that's a good one too. That wasn't on my list, but that's a good one. All right, sunglasses. There are reading sunglasses. I used to always, always, always wear sunglasses when I drove, like all year round, and for sure if I was in, at the beach or something. But then when I needed real glasses, I didn't always want to spend the money for prescription sunglasses. But what I've learned is that there are reading sunglasses that are very affordable. So if you're going to be on the beach looking at your phone or reading or working on your laptop or something, make sure that you have a pair of reading sunglasses because it does affect the condition of your eyes. Everything that I say about myself makes me sound so old, but um, I do have cataracts. And they get worse with sun exposure. So it is really important that we wear sun protection for our eyes as well. Yeah, I'm just being real. All right, so we've got something for our eyes, something to protect, the majority of our face. We're taking care of our hair. We're taking care of our feet. That's all good. And then these are just a few other just simple things that you might forget. You want to make sure that you have a great lip balm. It's easy for your lips to either get sun burned or wind burned, and you want to keep them moisturized. Dry shampoo is a great thing to have on hand so that you don't have to do the whole wash and every single day. You want to have a great hand cream, bring your moisturizer with you, and go through the travel section at whatever store, the store of your choice, and find everything that they have in little packets. I love packets. So things like nail polish remover could come in packets, or even alcohol, to in case you need to clean something. Um, Wipes, hand wipes. What was the other one I was thinking? Things to cleanse your face, take off your makeup. It's just super easy. You know that it's clean, it's sanitary, it's quick, it's disposable, and it just, makes life really simple. You want to have a wide tooth comb or a brush that's specifically for combing out or detangling wet hair, since most likely, well, I don't know if everybody does, but we always go someplace where we're going to be swimming. And so if you're in and out of the water, and our hair as we age is more delicate, it's more prone to break. You want to be cognizant of how you are combing out that hair. So, this is the time to make sure you have a really great detangling comb or brush. Oh, let's see if I have anything else on my list. I think we might have. Oh, there's one last one that, of course, obviously sunscreen, an awesome sunscreen that goes without saying. But the other one would be blotting paper. This is really awesome, even if you're not oily. So there are things that they look like, well, not really. They're not like facial tissue, because that has like a lot of like dust that comes out. These are almost like tissue paper, like what you put for like in a gift bag. It looks like that, but they're thicker. They don't come apart. And you can like press it on your skin and it will absorb oil. So they're great for people that are oily, but I use it like when I'm sweaty. So like if I have like a sweat mustache, I'll do this around here. But awesome. Also, my makeup can look shiny, even though I'm typically not an oily person. But because of the heat, I can start to look extra shiny. So that is nice to have to blot, my nose or whatever. But they're just nice to have for anything. But you can take care of the business on your face without disturbing your makeup. And it doesn't leave like little fuzz balls or, particles. I assume everybody else, I do it all the time, like grab a tissue and blot your face or do something, and then you got like little fuzzies everywhere. That's not cool. So you want to get blotting tissues. Some, I know some are made of linen, but it's just a different texture. It's a different, they're just entirely different than like a tissue that you would use to blow your nose. So those are some ideas of things to pack. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's one more. This is a bonus. This isn't so much for like physical appearance or health, but this is just to have on hand for multitude of reasons. But if you don't take magnesium, vacation is a great time to start. So you can, and if you don't like big horse pills, then there are magnesium chewable like gummies. But I take magnesium regularly. And I notice that when we're on vacation, it seems like they are the fix for so many different things. So sometimes my daughter has trouble sleeping, magnesium can help. If somebody has aches and pains, that's why I take it. Magnesium is great for that. It's also great for skin, hair, and nails. It's great for heart health. So it's a wonderful supplement to be on at any point, but I know on vacation you can get aches and pains and you can have difficulty sleeping because it's a different setup, it's a different bed. And so I always have my magnesium, and that's just something that people don't typically think to bring that I think is really helpful because it takes care of so many different things. So that is my head to toe list of suggestions for spring break vacation 2023. I'm sure you have thoughts, so make sure you let us know in the comments what you consider a must do before you leave or a must pack. Uh, I love to hear what other people bring. It's so funny how something that somebody else would consider, well, that's obvious. To me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the smartest thing ever. I never thought of that. So share if you've got something that is really beneficial that you think I'd never leave home without it. Go ahead and share that. Subscribe to Michelle Fox Beauty so that you stay in the know. I appreciate you so much, and we will talk next week with yet another topic of over 40 beauty and self care.